Why have you decided now to move Euro 2020 to 2021?
We all know that this terrible virus that is all across Europe made football and all life in Europe quite impossible. We knew we have to stop the competitions. We think that postponing the Euro is the only chance to get a chance to the national leagues and to all the club competition to finish their competition. But also that is not sure for now, but we should now think about the health, the fans of the players, and of course we have to think about football as a whole ecosystem of football. That's why we have decided today that we postpone the Euro, and we have 100% full support of all 55 national associations, European leagues, European Club Association and FIFPro.
The situation has escalated in recent weeks. Just 2 weeks ago at the UEFA Congress in Amsterdam, you were hopeful of the Euros still going ahead this year. What has it changed it? What advice were you receiving that made the situation so serious that you have to postpone?
We were starting to think about that even before the Congress, but we were still quite optimistic around the Congress. You know that things are assessed not day by day, but hour by hour in Europe. And situation worsened a lot. Some said that we should take the decision before, but the ones who say that don't know that there's a lot of work to do to postpone or to decide postponement of the Euro to minimize all the damages that are part of that postponing.
What is the damage? Did you have to seek compromise from FIFA, from other bodies to use that slot in June 2021 into July to host Euro 2021 as it now is?
This was the least of the problem. Football world is united here, so we agreed with everybody very soon. But we have other expenses, we have contracts behind, we have working force behind, we have like more than 100 contracts to check, and we did it. We worked day and night, and I'm very happy that finally European football showed that unity and solidarity is much stronger than any differences. We can have different opinions in many matters, but we can stand together when times like that happen, and every bad thing brings something positive, and the positive part is that I saw today a complete unity of European football.
Financially, is this going to hit UEFA by significant amounts of money, hundreds of millions of euros? How much damage financially will there be to UEFA from having to make all these alterations?
We will start assessing that these days, but it will go to hundreds of millions of euros. I've seen some fake news these days that we were putting a condition that leagues and clubs pay us an amount of 300 million to postpone the Euro. I can say that it's complete nonsense. We didn't ask them to pay anything as a condition to postpone the Euro.
We're seeing such wider economic damage in the world to companies, and obviously you're very reliant on broadcasters, from sponsors for your revenue. Do you have concerns about how those companies will get through the economic effect of COVID-19, particularly many of the subscription broadcasters who pay for UEFA rights don't have any sport to show at the moment at all?
I agree. The economic situation in Europe and in the world will harm us as well. It's not only about the losses that we will have directly with postponing of the Euro, but it will affect all the economy. And now, today, it's time for unity and for deciding, and tomorrow it's time to start assessing the possible damages. But I still think, I'm sure that we all together will finish this and we will come out stronger than ever.
Will the format be the same for Euro 2021? Will it be the same 12 cities in 12 countries across Europe?
The plan is to have the same venues, the same cities, the same stadiums. But if anything gets complicated, then we can as well do it with 11, 10, 9 or less stadiums. But the plan is that everything stays the same.
And you are due to host the Women's European Championship of July into August of 2021 in England. Will those dates stay the same, or are you looking at reassessing where you position that?
We are thinking of postponing this Women's Euro as well, and Under 21 Championship as well. We will have to postpone both because I don't think that we should cannibalize Women's Euro with the Men's Euro just 1 month before.
So is the aim to play the Women's Euros maybe in 2022?
Yes, that's one of the possibilities. To be honest, one of the most likely to happen.
Obviously, you currently have the Champions League and Europa League underway. Do you have any sense how they will complete as competitions and when they can even finish?
It's not up to us, it's up to the experts to see. We have plan A, plan B, plan C, plan D. Depends all on the time when we will have a chance to start playing football in Europe again. So it's premature to say anything. We will form a working group, UEFA, European leagues and European Club Association, and we'll start assessing different options. And then let's see how the situation evolves concerning that terrible virus in Europe.
I mean, is there a latest point when you would play the Champions League and Europa League finals or declare the competition null and void?
It's very hard to say right now. I don't want to speak before the working group even meets. They will meet, they will see, they will assess, but at the end the decision will have to wait until we know exactly when we can start playing.